Hello, hello. Happy Sunday or happy Cinco de Mayo. How you guys doing? Hey there, welcome in, welcome in. So today I'm just blinging. I'm blinging a tumbler. This is for an order. So I was just figured I would bling this and chat with y'all. See how y'all doing while I work on this. So, how's your Sunday going? Any plans for Cinco de Mayo? Happy Sunday. Welcome in, you guys. So today I'm blinging a tumbler, a order that I'm working on. And so I'm just chatting with you guys while I work on this tumbler. I do have some rhinestone transfers that I need to press out, but I need to get this done as well. I want to get this done as soon as possible. So I figure I'll go ahead and get this knocked out today so I can get this order shipped out. Welcome in, welcome in. How you guys doing? And I'm using Crystal AB, and these are, of course, from Axiland for this tumbler. And as you can see, that shine is nice. How you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing okay. So I'm just working on this tumbler, chatting with y'all. Okay, Kansas City. How is it going? How's the weather in Kansas City, Missouri? Welcome in. You know what? I've never been to Kansas City. Wait, I need some more glue right there. Hey, Carol. Tammy, welcome in. Hey, hey. Oh, rainy. Yeah, it's still windy here. It was real windy last night and this morning. And that's why they canceled that Lovers and Friends that everybody's been online talking about. But it's windy as heck here. Like some of our patio furniture in the backyard blew all over the place last night and this morning. Hey, Greenville. Okay, Mississippi. Welcome in. Betty, welcome in. Yeah, the weather's been crazy here the last couple of days. The wind kicked in, I want to say, was it Friday night? No, Saturday morning. Saturday morning, it wasn't too bad, but then by the nighttime, that wind was strong. And so people were so upset about that concert, but I was like, yeah, Vegas weather is like that. Like our weather is so unpredictable. Like it could be raining here in the subdivision that I'm in, and my daughter lives in the subdivision across the street, and it'll be sunny over there. Like the weather's that weird here. But happy Cinco de Mayo, guys. Y'all getting out, doing anything today, or just chilling? Today is actually not only Cinco de Mayo, but it's also my wedding anniversary. And yes, I'm on live, but we're going to be stepping out a little bit later. So I was like, well, let me work on this tumbler and come on live. I think hubby's wanting to go down to the strip for dinner. So that's probably what we're going to do. But we're not going to do anything like we normally do. Usually we go out of town or something, but we're going to, we have a trip planned for Mexico at the end of the month. So that'll be our anniversary gift. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Nina. Yeah, last year, this time for our anniversary, we were in Florida, parasailing over the ocean. It was so much fun. But we got to go back to Mexico. Well, one, we need to go. We want to look around, kind of scout out some neighborhoods, but we also need to renew our temporary residency visa. So we got to go. We had to go anyways this month. So it just worked out perfectly. And so, yeah, we got to do that. Well, first thing we get there, we're going to get our appointment so we can renew our visa. And then from there, it's whatever goes. We'll be all up and through Mexico City. Well, most of it, not all of it. Thank you, Nina. Yes. Cinco de Mayo. And my anniversary is on Cinco de Mayo. And we didn't realize it until the day before we got married, because my favorite number is 5. So I was like, I want to get married on 5/5, not thinking Cinco de Mayo. And yeah, I mean, it's a win-win for me because I love tequila. So it is a win-win. But yeah, that's all we're doing for our anniversary.
It's windy as hell.
It's still windy? Thank you.
No problem.
Got my Starbucks, y'all. Thank you, Vanessa. And welcome in. Yeah, Cinco de Mayo. Hubby just came in. He said it's still really windy out. So I don't know. He was talking about going to the strip, but I don't know, y'all. The strip doesn't do it for me. Like, I'd rather go downtown to Fremont, but who knows? Ooh, that coffee is strong. But how you guys doing? You guys got any plans today? What you working on? I had to take a bit of a break, about a week break from social media. You know, sometimes life be lifing and you just need to step back and take a break. But while I was taking that break, I was also planning more content and things like that. So it was a needed social media break. I can say that. And then my machine has been down, and a Ricoma tech had called me last week, and we FaceTimed, and he walked me through the steps to try and fix it, and we thought we had it, but then we didn't. And so what started as an issue on one needle then spread to all 20 needles, and it turns out my color change cam or something like that has to be completely replaced. So they're just sending out a tech, because the tech that I was talking to on FaceTime, he was like, yeah, that's going to be a little bit difficult. And so as soon as he said, we'll send a tech, I was like, oh, thank God. Because I'm not trying to be taking this machine apart, messing with stuff. I don't know what I'm messing with. Betty, thank you for subscribing to my memberships. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Welcome to the All Things Sean fam. And make sure to join my YouTube group, my Facebook group, if you aren't already. I'm gonna put the link in here for you guys. Let me find it first. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna just put my my link tree in. Actually, I'm trying to find it. Give me one sec. Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna put the link in the comments for the link tree. Thank you, Betty. She says she just became a member. Yeah. Yes, our the channel membership is definitely growing. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. And we're going to be doing the member Zoom this month as well. So I'm going to be in Mexico the last week of the month. So it's going to be, yeah, I cannot see the calendar from here. I'm blind. So let me pull it up on my phone. Sunday the 19th. Well, actually, let me take that back. Saturday the 18th is going to be the member Zoom. Yes, let's welcome Betty to the memberships. Hey, Craft and Vibes, how are you? Thank you, Vanessa. Yeah, you guys, please hit that like button. So YouTube pushes me out there, you know, in their little universe, their algorithm. But you guys, I'm just working on the Tumbler. I wanted to come on and chat with y'all. You know, took a little bit of a break, about a week break to kind of regroup, refocus, you know, get my ducks in a row. And plus my machine has been down as well. So I haven't been able to really do any content on my machine, but hopefully the tech is supposed to be here tomorrow. So I should be blowing y'all timeline up this week and next week with content, because while I took my little social media break, I have a lot of content ideas that I planned out. I just gotta record them. But right now, finishing this, well, I'm gonna see how far I can get with the Tumbler while I chat with you guys, and then later on, me and the hubby, it's our anniversary today. We're probably gonna just go down to the Strip, people watch or something like that, or on Fremont, and hang out for a little bit. But we're not doing anything today for our anniversary because we're going to Mexico in a couple weeks. So yeah. So we're just kind of chilling. Gonna be some tourists today downtown and on the Strip. So these are glass rhinestones, and these are from Axiland. So you could see the shine on there. But I like to make my all my tumblers, especially my custom, or whether I'm doing it for myself or a custom order, I'm always going to use a glass stone, just because the shine that you get, and I feel like there's longevity with the glass rhinestones over the jelly and the resin. Not that they're bad, I just like the quality of the glass stones on tumblers. No, right? Well, I'm thinking we'd probably go to Fremont, and at least it's covered and, you know, enclosed with all the hotels and casinos and all that stuff down there. So it won't be as bad. But yeah, on the Strip, it's definitely going to be bad down there. The weather or the wind, because we have our patio furniture, chairs were blown all over the yard last night and this morning. And then we have a gazebo, and like, yeah, that wind pretty much moved the gazebo, almost tipped it over. It was that strong. So yeah. And it's crazy. People keep making those videos about lovers and friends talking about there's no wind. I was like, y'all lying, because this wind is for real. And if it's like that here, and I'm away from the strip, I know it's windy down there because it's just open. It's like a tunnel. So you're just going to get hit with that wind. So I was like, yeah, it's windy down there. But it is messed up that people spent all that money for travel and hotel, and then they canceled the concert like the night before. That's one thing I can't do. I can't do concerts like that. You can't put me in an enclosed area with thousands of people. I'm good. I'm good with that one. And then some of the artists were saying like they didn't even reach out to them. I know Monica was saying like they had her name on a flyer and didn't even reach out to her. And she didn't even know she was going to be there. I was like, heck no. I was like, so they turning it into, what's that, the fire festival that had happened or that didn't happen years back. Yep. Yeah, there's plenty people here. There is plenty people. Like every other video I was scrolling when I was on TikTok and it was talking about that, or people, showing videos from their hotel rooms like it's not windy. And I was under their comments like, you are lying. It's windy as heck here. Now, it wasn't that windy yesterday. It was windy, but it wasn't as windy as it was last night and this morning. I can say that, but it was windy. But yeah, them people on there not telling half truths. Yeah, I hope so too. I would have been disappointed too. People paid all that money and they're traveling. It's people traveling across country and their stuff was canceled, but at least it's Vegas. I mean, it's still something else to do, even though I know they were here specifically for that concert. But it's like a lot of the celebrities were having pool parties yesterday, today, even as windy as it is, but they were still out there having the pool parties and stuff. So, it's still stuff to do. But I can understand their disappointment. But then a lot of people come to Vegas and they don't want to leave the strip because people tell them it's dangerous, it's this, is that. Yeah, we have some areas in the city. Shoot, I won't even drive through, but at least go downtown to Fremont Street. It's way better than the strip. I don't know how Usher's going to make this one up. I know, right? And they had videos of him. He was just out shopping. I think he was at Crystal's at what is that? Is that the Cosmo? I think, or whatever. Yeah, they showed him he was shopping. But of course he had his bodyguards with him. But yeah, it's people from everywhere, and it's plenty of celebrities down there. So the strip is off the chain this weekend. That's why I'm like, I'd rather do Fremont Street if we do go over the strip. Just because the street performers, you have the bands, you have 4 different stages with the live bands. I like it better down there. Hey, Vanessa, welcome in. DKC Crafts, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm just chatting with you guys while I'm working on this tumbler so I can get this order out. Hold on, y'all. Let me close the door because hubby's got the TV on and it's distracting me. Okay, there we go. And let's see. And y'all, wait, I'm trying to remember. We've now been married today for, dang, is it 8 years? Yeah, 8 years as of today. So we're celebrating our 8-year anniversary on Cinco de Mayo. What a better, or couldn't be a better day. Thank you, Vanessa. Yeah, I'm hanging out with you guys for a little bit before we figure out what we're going to do. But we don't really have anything planned for today. We're just going to go hang out because we have a trip planned to go to Mexico at the end of the month. So that's kind of going to be like our anniversary present. Like every year on our anniversary, usually we go somewhere, and yeah, we're just like, we'll just wait. We'll wait for Mexico. Yes, ma'am. I'm in the lab. In the lab, working on a order for a custom tumbler, getting this blinged out. So I started last night, and then I'm hoping to I should have this done, I would say by tomorrow, depending on what time we get back. And yeah, I probably won't work on it once we come back because I'm thinking once we leave, yeah, I'm probably going to have a couple drinks while we're down there. So yeah, I'm not going to be working on the tumbler when I get back. But yep, in the lab as always. And Vanessa, I know you probably seen in the group that I finally got a tech coming out to fix my machine tomorrow. I'm so happy about that because I have not, it's like been out of commission for a little over a week now, like a week and a half. But Ricoma, they jumped right on it. First, they got on a call with me and, tried to walk me through the steps to fix the issue. And what started as an issue on needle number 20, it then became an issue on all of the needles. And then they figured out that it was the color change cam that completely needs to be replaced. And so they were on it. And that they figured out that was the root cause of the issues, because I had some other issues with my needles, like here and there. Like I'll have an issue with these two needles, then these two. And finally, they realized that was the source of the problem. So I'm glad they jumped on it as quick as they did, and they're sending the tech out because I didn't want to be over here taking parts off and replacing parts. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Yes, 8 years. 8 years, y'all. And it's like the time has flown by. I'm jealous of your shit. But I grow. No, you definitely gonna get there. You are gonna get there because you already know how long I have been researching and looking at different machines for months. But there may be another giveaway coming soon. Hint, hint. Might be a machine. Hint, hint. For my members. But that's all I'm gonna say right now. Are you using? Oh no, I'm using Liquid Fusion. So this is the glue that I use here, the Liquid Fusion. The E6000, I've noticed when I have used it like years ago before I started using Liquid Fusion, the stones, it was almost like it was eating away at the stones from underneath. Like the shine of the stones almost started to dull, even though there was no glue on the top. The E6000, I don't mess with that anymore. Unless, like E6000 Plus if like for shoes or, Crocs or something like that, I wouldn't use Liquid Fusion on like shoes or Crocs. But for tumblers, I love Liquid Fusion. I know. And I was just like, why my machine? Like, why did this have to happen to my machine? Because, and the thing was, I have gotten really comfortable with the machine. I was expecting like a huge learning curve. Now, I'm not saying that there has not been a learning curve because, when I replaced my combs with the Kindle thread I just got, a couple of them broke as I was pulling them through because I tied them off, cut them, tied them at the top, and then pulled them through. And a couple of them broke off. So I actually had to go through the full process of threading the whole entire machine. And yeah, that was some work. But it's like the learning curve. If you have some knowledge, I would say, of sewing, of embroidery, I don't think the learning curve would be that bad. Now, if you're new and you just start right with the multi-needle machine, it might be a bit more of a learning curve for you. But that was my biggest thing. I was afraid that there was going to be a huge learning curve, but I started to get really comfortable with the machine since, when I was able to use it. Yeah, so it's a sublimation tumbler, and I press one of my templates on here. And I do now I did add the pre-press tumbler or the template tumblers back to my website because I had so many people asking about them. So I have started to add some. I think I have about 15 or so on there right now. But yeah, this is one of the templates. And I could have freestyled it, but I already had this press, and it just so happens the customer wanted crystal AB. So I was like, perfect. I already have one that I can use. I wonder what. Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. They said the color change cam is out of adjustment because I had stitched out I stitched out a shirt, everything was going fine, and then I switched to number 20 because that was my black thread. And first the take up lever, this lever here, got stuck in the up position, and then someone in the Ricoma Facebook group sent me a video on how to fix it. So I was able to fix that. And then it started making a weird noise. Like it was like something was stuck. Like it made a really loud noise. Like I was like, oh shoot, did I break it? Like, and then that's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna turn this off because I don't know what to do. And I don't want to, do something that I can't undo. But yeah. And then once I got on the phone with the tech, what was that issue on just needle 20? Then he was like, okay, after we fixed the issue that was causing that loud noise, then he was like, take it to needle 1. And when I got to needle 1, and then it was like, it gave me an error. And then we kept going down each needle in that same error. So it was, and then that's when he figured out it was the color change cam, because he kind of had me take off the cover and use my Allen keys and was walking me through a potential way to fix it. But then that's when he realized that it needed to be completely replaced. But like I say, at least they were on top of it. They figured it out right away, and he put in a ticket for me for a tech visit. And then I got a call from Ricoma, I want to say the next day or the day after. And they were just letting me know they're scheduling it for this Monday, tomorrow, for someone to come out from California. So I was so happy of that. Can we see a picture? Oh yeah, let me try and get up close. So that is how it looks when it's pressed on there. And then you're just going to follow the pattern to bling it out. And this is just for crystal or, you know, a solid color. Then I have some on my website too that I made that are, you know, different colors, different designs, things like that. But yeah, that is how it looks. Oh, okay. The glue. There you go. So you can get that screenshot. Liquid Fusion. You can get it from Amazon as well. I'll make sure to link it below after the live. But you could get it from Amazon. Just type in Liquid Fusion and it should pop right up. Michelle, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, I can definitely say that. I'm pretty sure they probably know me in the tech department by now. They probably know me to the point where they see my name, they're probably like, oh, like her again. Y'all, I don't know. I feel like even though this machine is a beast that I might do something to break it. Like I feel like if I twist something too tight or I do something, I think that is my fear. Like, okay, I'm gonna do something to this machine that I can't undo. And so I'm like extra careful, y'all. But I really like the machine. I like the machine. It does amazing hats. I could say that because as you guys know that I've talked about in the past, hats was a huge part that I was missing out on. Like that was money that was walking away. So, but this machine is really good with hats. So I'll be glad when I can get back to that because I actually have some hats that I want to release. And I already purchased the hats, but I just got to be able to stitch them out. So hopefully tomorrow, once the tech leaves, I'll be good to go. Vanessa is a member. We got 2 members today. We got Vanessa and then we got Betty that joined the memberships. Thank y'all for joining. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you guys for the memberships. And Vanessa, I was just saying earlier, the next Zoom is going to be on Saturday the 18th. So I'll be sending out the link for all the members for the Zoom. And then we're also going to be doing I believe it was Karen and Angela that brought up the idea of a stitch along. So I'm going to get that planned as well. And even if you don't embroider or sew, you could just craft along, work on the craft of your choice. But I will be so happy. I've just like been coming in here looking at the machine like, like eventually I'll be able to use you. But I mean, tech's coming, so they I guess they're gonna come with the part because they didn't ship anything to me and have everything ready to replace it. And then they're gonna kind of give me a little bit more training, or not more training, but go over some stuff with me because I do have a few more questions that I didn't get answered. And so, I mean, I could probably just post it in the their Ricoma Facebook group, but because these Marquee 2001s are their newer machines, there's not a lot of videos on these machines. And so when I do ask questions in the group, normally they'll send me a video for like the TC 1501 or one of the other machines. I'm like, okay, but it looks a little bit different on this machine. And so I've also been recording the videos, the times I have had to call tech support. I've been recording those and I'm going to upload those for people who might have this machine or might be considering getting this machine and they might run into those same issues. At least there will be a video showing them how to correct the issue that they're having before they have to reach out to support like I did. And some things I was able to figure out, or I had a couple of my needles that were stuck that wouldn't go down, and they showed me how to fix that. And you're just going in, and then there's a piece you just move up and you tighten and problem solve. So I definitely learned a lot, a lot when it comes to this machine. Hey, Zelda, how are you? Zelda said, welcome to the new members. Yes, Vanessa and Betty recently joined the Bling and Craft fam. And then I did drop the link in the comments for the well, it's my link tree, but the link for the Facebook group is also there. So if you haven't joined yet, make sure to join. And then after the live, I'll go through and get everybody approved. But Zelda, I'm just chatting with y'all, working on this Tumbler order, seeing what everybody got up for Cinco de Mayo. And that's about it. And then me and the hubby are going to go hang out downtown for our anniversary today. People watch, have us a couple drinks, and check out some of the live bands that's down there. That's about it. Oh, well, I'm definitely back. I just had to take like a bit of about a week and a half break from social media, kind of regroup, refocus, and plan. I trust me, I have a ton of videos planned out because I was using that time to think about the content and, looking at responding to the comments that I get, people asking if I could show this, if I can make a video about that. So I was using those, taking notes of those as well for content and video ideas for both. There'll be some premiere videos and some things I'll be showing you guys on live as well. So you can ask questions as I'm doing it. But yeah, I do have a lot of new content coming, Michelle. And I do have the puff video, the 3D puff, the step-by-step for, well, no, not the puff, but the embossed with the foam, embroidery foam. So that video is coming. So I have a step-by-step coming for that for y'all as well. And even if you have a single needle machine, you can do the 3D puff designs. Now the embossed design, I haven't tested out on a single needle, but the puff, I was able to do a shirt with puff on my single needle. And I'm going to try the embossed. I haven't tried that on my single needle yet. Hey, Anointed Song, welcome in. I know, aren't they pretty? Like, look at that shine though. Especially like once you go outside in the sun. Oh yeah. Sounds good. I want to do half and half shirt. Okay, yeah. Someone did ask me about that, Vanessa. How did I make take the two and make the like that red and gray hoodie or sweatshirt I did? I'll show you guys that too. It's really easy. You're basically just going to mark your center point on both shirts, and then you're gonna cut, each of the shirts, and then you're gonna serge them together. Now, if you don't have a serger, you can use like a zigzag stitch on your sewing machine to do it that way as well. But I would say preferably you should use a serger. That way, you don't have any issues with your shirt. But I'll do a video on that as well. Thank you. Yes, we made it 8 years, even though he drives me crazy sometimes, but we made it. He say the same thing about me, so. The exact same thing about me, but that is okay. You know, when you I want to say he's like, what's that, the yin to my yang or whatever, like yeah, like I definitely found the right person for me that could deal with me in my mood swings. So, you know, but it's all good. I need to, oh my gosh. Carol posted in the group about the that new surgery that she has. I forgot the name of it, that basically like threads it for you or threads itself. But I was like, yeah, I can't buy any more machines right now. I'm out of room in this room and that room, my other room. But same. And actually, I just cut it, tie the thread that I'm replacing it with, and then I'll run it through until the new thread runs all the way through. So that's been my trick that I've been using. But you want to tie it in a real fine knot. You want to make sure it's a real fine knot. Otherwise, it may jam or it may break as you're running it through. But that's my trick to changing the serger thread, because, yeah, it's a project changing the serger thread. Like, for real, for real. Like, every time. And normally, I'll just keep, like, black, white, or gray. Like, that's it. That's all. Those are the three colors. And normally, usually, the majority of the time, I just have black in there. But it's going to depend on the shirt. But yeah, I don't like changing mines either, Vanessa. It's like too much work. Thank you, Anointed Song. I don't see, oh, sew or embroider, but the more I watch, the more I think I want to learn. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's, there's a bit of a learning curve if you're new to both sewing and embroidering, but it's definitely a skill that could be learned. And whether you're doing it for a business or you're just doing it just for yourself or family or gifts or whatever, it is a good skill to have. And you can, especially on Amazon, you can get like a inexpensive sewing machine or inexpensive embroidery machine, just to see if it's something that you truly want to do before you spend, hundreds or thousands of dollars on a machine. I always tell people, just get a cheap entry level machine. Make sure it's something that you want to do. And once you see you're enjoying it, then upgrade. Some people will tell you get the biggest hoop size that you can get, which is good advice, but you also want to stay within your price point and make sure it's something that you're going to like before you just spend, a lot of money on a machine. I'm using SS20 Crystal AB, and these are from Axiland. So those are the stones that I'm using for these here. Actually, I need to restock because I'm getting low. Now I got, excuse me, I got plenty SS10s. Like, I definitely won't be running out of SS10 no time soon, but the SS20s, I definitely got to restock those. But the Tumbler templates that I do make are pretty much all going to be SS20. Just because it's pretty much the most common size. And, when you start getting into SS16s and, smaller sizes, it's definitely going to take you longer to make the tumbler. So I just went with the size SS20 when I do my Tumbler templates. Next month will be 31 years. What? Congratulations. That is amazing. 31 years. Wow. That is a beautiful thing. Congratulations. Like, yeah, I can't wait to, I can say that, get to that point where I'm like, yeah, we made it this long. But I mean, hey, we just hit 8 years today, so that's a good thing too. But 31 years, that is amazing. When I see couples, that have been married that long, I'm just like, wow. Like, what's the secret? What's the secret? I think for me, it's just kind of finding somebody that matches your personality and your energy, because we're both like reserved, we're laid back, but at the same time, we're goofy. We play pranks on each other, stuff like that. I guess you kind of have to find that balance. Hey, pretty eyes, welcome in. How many stones will that tumbler have and how long will it take? So this one, I'm gonna say, I would say approximately about 1900 stones or so. And if I was to do it straight through nonstop, I could get this done in probably like 7 hours. If I was just to keep going, keep going, keep going. But I've kind of been breaking it up. So I'm basically breaking it up in sections. So I'm trying to do it in like 3 different sections over 3 days. That's my goal. But I mean, I may get it done sooner because I'm gonna work on it tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna try and knock it out as much as I can. But yeah, about 1900 stones. And if I just do it straight through, it'll be about 7 hours. Actually, yeah, about 7 hours. Because I was just thinking of the last one that I did straight through, and I was actually just sitting in the living room on the couch, and I was watching. I think I was watching like The Matrix. The Matrix is like 5 hours long, so I just was watching The Matrix back to back. By the time I think I got to the end of the second Matrix, I think I was done, or going into the third. Oh, for business? Yeah, definitely. If you want to do it for business, then you go on Amazon, you can get an inexpensive machine, whether it's sewing or embroidery. Now, I would say if you can get at least a 5x7 hoop, because if you get a machine with a 4x4, you're going to be limited to that field. So if you can get at least a machine with a 5x7 hoop, but if you're just testing it out, there are some inexpensive machines out there, maybe like $200-300, that you can get started so you can get comfortable, with threading the machine, changing the bobbin, setting your tension, things like that. So you can get used to it, learning about the different types of stabilizers, what goes with what fabric, things like that, to get you started and get comfortable. But you don't feel like you have to go out and get the biggest, newest, best machine right away. Just get an inexpensive machine. And if you find out like, okay, maybe I want to do sewing and I don't want to do embroidery, you can always sell that machine, because it's going to pretty much hold its value. People are going to want to buy that embroidery machine. Hey, Angie, how are you? Is the entire tumbler going to be stoned? You're headed in that direction. I'm doing programs for a couple 50-year, wow, anniversary in July. The husband came into my shop to request to program. Oh, okay. That's amazing. Yeah, whenever I see those couples that have been married that long, I'm just like, wow, that's beautiful. That is an amazing thing. And I think like now we've really learned each other's ways, because yes, I do have my ways. I am not gonna sit here and say I don't. I am stubborn. I have my days where I'm just like, I just, want to just be in my space and just kind of just chill out. And then I have my other days where, it just depends, I guess. But we've learned each other's moods, I guess, and then how to kind of react when one of us are in those moods. You know what I mean? So I think that's a part of it too. Really getting to learn and know each other and how you both operate and how to handle certain things when they happen or whatever the case may be. But kind of giving that person their room in their space, and then, and then go from there. But that is amazing. 50 years and you're going on 31 next month. Like, wow. Yeah, that is amazing. Vanessa said it's addictive. It is, friend. It is. When I tell you, because like within a short period of time, I think I purchased 4 embroidery machines. I had a PE 535. And then I got the PE 800, and then I sold that one and got the PE 900, which is this one here. And then I got my Viking designer diamond royal, and that one's in the other room just because it's really big and there's just no space in here for it. But yeah, I've thought about that. I was like, I brought like 4 embroidery machines within months. But that is my weakness. That's my weakness. And then I also did that because I was going up in hoop sizes. So my PE 535 had a 4x4 hoop max. The PE 800 and the PE 900 has a 5x7 hoop, but you can also use the repositional hoop, which lets you embroider to 5x12. And then my Viking, I can embroider up to a 14x13 field. So that's a good thing that I still have that machine, because even while this one is down, the designs that I have, as orders come in, I can still do them. I just had to go into Hatch and save the file for my Viking, a VP3 file, and add it to that machine. And then I was still able to stitch it out and not have to stop with orders. So that's another thing too. It's always good to have some type of backup. So if your machine goes down, that you can still keep pushing, you know what I mean? So it's definitely good once you get to that point to have a backup machine. I think my glue is drying up a little bit. Yep. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that wind is getting even stronger outside. I thought it slowed down for a minute, and then the hubby talked about he was gonna grill. I was like, yeah, I want to see you light that grill. That wind is gonna put that fire right back out. I have customers inquire about embroidery, but I don't do it. Time flies. You'll be celebrating. Yeah. That couple is still in love, taking awesome vacations. Oh, that is great. And taking fun pictures together. That is good. That is good. That's amazing. Yeah, travel. That's definitely I definitely love traveling and want to travel more. Our plan is to eventually move to Mexico. That's why we got Mexican residency. And I have been learning Spanish. I work with a tutor once a week, every week. And I have been doing that for a little over a year now. Actually, yeah, it's been about a year and a half. And so I've been learning Spanish, how to talk, read, and write in Spanish. And it has been going really good. I have some really good tutors. I have a couple different tutors that I like working with. And then, yeah, Mexico is our goal. At first, we were thinking about Costa Rica, but then, my daughters will still be here in the States. So I wanted to be able, in case I needed to get back to the States, I wanted to be somewhere where we could get back pretty quick, which in this case, from here to one of the areas in Mexico where we're looking is about a 3-hour flight. So I was like, okay, that wouldn't be bad. Where Costa Rica was like 12 hours. So I was like, yeah, that would be a bit of a flight to try to get back in case of an emergency or anything like that. But Mexico is the goal. But it's so many people now starting to move to Mexico, and the cost of living there is starting to go up. Not just for, the immigrants from other countries that are moving to Mexico, even though people like to call themselves expats, you're basically an immigrant. But it's not only going up for people trying to move there, but it's also going up for the locals as well, which is really bad. But the last time we were there last year in April, we had such a great time. The locals were so friendly. And, at that time, I had kind of just started learning Spanish. So I was able to make simple sentences and stuff like that. But I was able to interact with the locals. And the interaction that I had with the locals there was amazing. Like everyone was so helpful, so friendly. Even with my level of Spanish, when I was saying something and I wasn't quite saying it right, like they would help you. It was like they were just happy that you were at least trying to speak their language, which I think, helped as well. I had one Uber driver that actually was bilingual, and he was really cool. Gave some tips about some places to visit and things like that. But yeah, the locals were amazing. But now so many people are moving there that, is their cost of living is also going up. And so they're getting upset about that, as they should. Ooh, you want to hear my broken Spanish? I can say simple phrases, simple phrases. Like whenever I'm talking to my husband, like I say simple phrases just because he doesn't know it. So, when we're ready to go, I'm like, está listo. And he's like, yeah, gracias. I'm like, I just said, you ready? And you said, thank you. Or, certain things, just I'm saying like certain smaller phrases or, the basics. Oli, ¿cómo está usted? Let's see, what else? One phrase I learned first, ¿Dónde está el baño? That one I made sure I learned first. Let's see what, and it's kind of just I guess whatever the situation calls for, as far as me just kind of thinking up sentences in my head. I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely not fluent. I would say I'm about A2 B1. I would say I'm beginner B1 level on the Delhi scale, the A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, C2 being fluent, A1 being elementary or extreme beginner. I'm about a B1 now. I test myself about every 6 months just to see my level, and it has improved, but it could be better. And he said, "Oh, your granddaughters are Oh, your granddaughters and daughter are still not fluent." I think once we are actually in Mexico and interacting with the locals, we'll be able to really, really practice. Like, I'm only practicing I'm doing the Pimsleur app. So you're kind of, it's a recorded app. You're kind of having a conversation, repeating after them and stuff like that. But when we go out to certain restaurants that we frequent a lot, I'll like try and order my food in Spanish. I do have a couple friends that are Hispanic, so we'll text and stuff like that. And I do not use a translator. I'll just go off of what I know, and if I get something wrong, they'll let me know. Especially my sentence structure, because it is different, in Spanish. So I think that's where I'm struggling with my sentence structure and saying things correctly and not trying to say it in how I think it should be said in English and then trying to convert that to Spanish. It's like I've been training myself to kind of think in Spanish. So I'm not like, okay, when someone speaks to me in Spanish, it's almost like I have to translate it. Okay, they just said this. So now I need to say this way. And so I'm trying to get out of that mindset where I'm translating what they're saying in English, and then I'm figuring out what I need to say back in Spanish, if that makes sense. So I just want to be able to take in what they're saying and, speak right back to them without having to pause and think about what it is I have to say. So I'm at that point. But I think I can understand it better than I can speak it. And I can definitely read it. Like, I have some short story books that are in Spanish that you can read. And at the end of each short story, you got to answer some questions. And so I think those are really helpful because I can read it pretty good and I can understand it pretty good. It's just like me speaking it makes me nervous. Sean, I'm trying my head at a bling hat or bling design for a hat. What should the measurements be? Ooh, for a hat, I would say, I'm trying to think, because like that one, I want to say the size of that one, I'm trying to think. I want to say about a 2.5 is kind of the max size for the height. Now, the length, you can kind of work with that, but I would say the max about a 2.5, no larger than a 3 if you're doing rhinestones on a hat. Is your husband Spanish speaking? My son-in-law's native of Mexico. Mother lives there, but comes here to visit. My husband is not. Anything I say to him, he's just like, gracias. Or I forgot what's the other one that he says, ¿Cómo está usted? So those are the two phrases. But I was like teaching him as I say stuff to him, and he responds with his gracias. I'm like, no, when I say this, you should respond with this, or this is, what you should say. And so kind of teaching him that way as I learn and say phrases to him, I'm kind of teaching him a little bit. Yes, speak it every day. I have playlists. I have a playlist of that I created of Spanish songs. Well, songs that are in English, but there were Spanish covers done, or the artist did the song in Spanish. So that helps a lot too, because it's already, I know the song in English, but now I'm learning that exact same song in Spanish. But I've noticed I started just to add, Hispanic or Mexican, whatever artist to that playlist now, as time goes on. Podcasts, I have probably about four different podcasts I kind of rotate between to do my kind of like my active listening. TV shows, I will watch TV shows in Spanish and I'll have on the English subtitles for the hubby, or vice versa. If we're watching in English, I'll put on the Spanish subtitles. But yeah, you have to practice every day. It's not like riding a bike. Like, you have to practice every day, some type of practice. I have different workbooks. My tutor gives me a homework assignment every week. I have radio stations programmed in my car. So yeah, you definitely have to practice every day. It's like use it or lose it. It definitely is. Anointed Song, thank you so much for joining. I'll see you next time. You know what? I did, and I did okay, but that was in high school, and I didn't, continue on. Of course, now I wish I would have, but I didn't continue on. But I did actually enjoy it when I was in high school, and I took it for 2 years. And yeah, after I was out of that Spanish class, I didn't keep on learning it. I just kind of let it go, and I wish I wouldn't have done that. But, I'm picking it up now, slowly but surely. Like, I know how to ask for directions, I know how to order food, ask certain questions or whatever. So, and again, have a short conversation. I want to get to the point, I would say by the end of this year, where I'm really conversational, at least where I would say now I could probably hold about a 15-minute conversation. I want to be able to hold a longer conversation with a local of Mexico, or, just a Spanish speaker in general. If you sing some Spanish songs, that would help too. Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Now, I can't play, of course, any music in here, well, while I'm on YouTube, but yeah, I have my playlist and I'll be in here making stuff and, sing the words to myself and stuff, and I just be vibing. Yeah, they got some bangers. They got, and who would have known? Like, I really like some of Mark Anthony's songs. Like, I'm telling y'all, the music, they be grooving. They be having some good songs. Like, and like I found a lot of covers by there's this one husband and wife couple, I forgot their name. They're on YouTube, but they do a lot of covers of English songs and they're really good. I forgot their names, but I'll have to post it. But I like their channel. I listen to songs on their channel a lot. And then, like I said, my playlist. But yeah, singing out loud, reading out loud too. Definitely reading out loud helps. And I can definitely hear the difference. I actually recorded myself so I can hear, I'll play it back and listen. I could tell the difference from like last year to now. Yeah, the reading has improved drastically. I was probably reading when I started, probably like a second grade level. I was like, oh my gosh. But now it's like I could just breeze through when I'm reading through my short stories and stuff like that. Like, I can see that progress and it's amazing. What's the important sentence? Oh, the important sentence. Oh, the donde está el baño? Where's the bathroom? That was the first one. I was like, okay, I need to know how to get to the bathroom, especially when you're in a foreign country. Like, I needed to know that off the bat. If not for me, definitely for the hubby. Like, I need to know. And just like little stuff like that, little sentence, little phrases. And then another thing I also do is I will think, my kind of my daily routine that I have, I also wrote that down in Spanish. Or, certain things in the house, like right now, the table, la mesa, like I'll say certain, certain things. I'll be like, okay, this is what this is, but I'll say it in Spanish. So different, our furniture or the living room, the bedroom, or, certain things like that. I noticed that helps too, as I'm repetition, basically repeating these things over and over. That really helps. I know, right? Hey, that was the first one. I was like, hey, I need to know how to say this. But then you just kind of start to expand from there. Or there's certain sentences or phrases that I say a lot. And then it's like, I also was like, okay, I need to, I write it down in English, and then I write it down in Spanish and things like that. That really helps, because that way you're actually, getting in your writing and your reading practice that way. Thought I was off a little bit, but no, I'm good. But yeah, it's definitely a process. But you gotta have, I think, the right tutor. I have two different tutors that I work with. One I have scheduled every week on a regular basis, and the other I kind of just schedule at random for conversation practice. So my one tutor, that's every week. The way he teach is not, like a straight classroom textbook style. Like, he makes it really interactive and you have fun. He has a great sense of humor, and a really good teacher, where what he's saying, I'm really grasping and I'm understanding and I can remember. My other tutor, I'll reach out to him just, for conversation practice, like just, hey, how's it going? How you been? We'll talk about whatever. We'll talk about the weather. We'll talk about the family. We'll talk about food. We'll talk about culture, things like that. So I have the two different tutors. Like I say, the one on a regular basis, he's working with me on my sentence structure and stuff like that, and grammar and conjugations, which was where I was struggling, but doing much better now. And my other tutor, he's hilarious and he's really good for conversation practice. So I had to go through a few tutors to get to the ones that I found. I want to say I probably went through like 6 different tutors. So I found the one that their learning style worked for me. So that's going to be important too. And as I was meeting with the different tutors, I was letting them know, what my goals were, where I want to be, and what I'm wanting to learn, where I'm struggling, things like that. And then from there, they would let me know, okay, we can work on this, this, and that. And which was helpful. But I got the 2 that I like now. And so they're not going anywhere. At least I hope not. I know this off topic. What issues are you having with your embroidery machine? The color change cam is out of adjustment. And so a tech's going to come tomorrow and have to replace it, because it was first it was making a really loud noise, and they had me adjust that part. It was I forgot the name of it, but something I had to turn on this side of the machine to 100 degrees. It was off slightly, which was causing the loud noise that I was hearing. But then as I would like select a needle or move the machine to a certain needle, it would pop up a color change error. And then what was the other error? There was another error too. I forgot. And but that was the main one, and it was happening then on each needle. And then that's when the tech that I was FaceTiming with knew that it was the color change cam that needed to be completely replaced. But it should be fixed tomorrow. The tech is going to give me a call when he's on the way. And I already gave him the gate code so he can get in with no problem. But yeah, I'll be happy to get her back up and running because I got things to do. I got orders to make. I got content to film, you know. Hey, sis. What's going on, Tasha? Happy Sunday. How are you? Thank you. I like to know these things in case I ever come. Yeah, and I'm actually going to film it tomorrow. I did ask him, if it was okay if I did some filming while he was here. He's like, yeah, cool. So I'm gonna actually film it, and that way, and put that up for others who might have this machine or whatever that just may come across the same issue, and that way, hopefully, it'll help someone else out. But yeah, I would definitely post that. Do you have extended warranty or it's still covered under the warranty. Yeah, because I haven't even had it a good 2 months. I'm trying to look at the count. Yeah, I got it in March. But yeah, it's still covered under warranty. Thank you. Yes. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too. So we're just chatting. So I had to put a little bit of my Espanol skills on display, even though I'm still learning. So yeah, we're just on here talking about my process that for me learning Spanish, and then how we're planning eventually a move to Mexico and stuff like that. And then just chatting about, whatever. And then my machine, of course, waiting for the tech to come tomorrow so I can get back to it, and also celebrating my 8-year anniversary today. And yes, I'm on live. That's just because during the day we be chilling. In a few hours, we're going to get dressed and we're going to step out for a little bit. Hey, Kim. How you doing? So I am just blinging a tumbler that a customer ordered and chatting with y'all today. So just kind of hanging out. But I got some good content for y'all coming this week. So I'll be dropping at least about, I want to say 2 videos this week. Possibly a third, but definitely 2 for sure. That I'll be dropping, one on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then the other will be by Friday. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you, Ida. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're gonna go hang out downtown since it's Cinco de Mayo as well, and kind of people watch and just hang out, have a couple drinks, laugh at people downtown, and then at the end of this month we're going to Mexico, so that's kind of going to be our anniversary trip. Usually every year we go somewhere different, but we have to go to renew our Mexican residency. So we're going to do that at the end of the month. So we figured that'll be our anniversary trip. Oh, it's all good. Thank you. Yeah, so we're gonna go hang out and act like tourists, I guess. But it depends. Well, if we go downtown, it's covered, so it won't be too windy. But yeah, it's still windy outside right now. Like that wind was kicking up last night and this morning. Like to the point patio furniture was blowing around the yard. Like the wind was strong. But let's see, who was I gonna ask? Nani, do you speak Spanish, or just you said your son-in-law? And then I noticed too, there's variations of Spanish. Like one of the first tutors that I had tried out, he was in Spain. So they actually have a whole nother conjugation added to the Spanish or Spain Spanish, which was like vosotros. And I was like, what the heck? So I actually had to narrow it down and search for a Mexican tutor, someone that was a native speaker from Mexico, because I'm like, I'm already trying to figure out all these other conjugations and y'all want to throw in another one. I was like, oh no. Once I get that down, and then I'll figure out we can add that on, but nope. So that was another thing. You have to know, depending on what country that you're going to, whether it's visit or live in or whatever, you want to learn that native language. So yeah, I had to narrow it down to Mexican Spanish, because I didn't even know until I started learning the language that there's, different variations of it. Even though it's understood pretty much across the board, there's just, extra words, or, they might say something different. Thank you, pretty eyes. Oh, same. Yeah, like I say, I took it in school, but yeah, all I remember was hola, gracias, and stuff like that from school. Like, yeah, I remember a little bit, a couple phrases, but yeah, definitely nothing that would help me get by if I was in a Spanish speaking country. Like, yeah, I didn't continue on learning. I wish I would have, but I definitely didn't. But now I practice every day. Every day. There's certain apps that I use, podcasts that I listen to, music, playlists that I created, books that I read, stuff like that. Every single day. Because trust me, if you don't use it on a regular, you will lose it. But now I can't lie. When we were in Mexico last year, and bilingual Uber driver that we had, when we got in the car, I was like, "Oli, ¿qué tal?" And he was like, uh, "Hablo inglés?" I was like, yeah." "Yes, I speak English. You speak English?" And he started talking in English, clear as day. I was like, "What?" And he was the only person, though, the only person that I ran into. And we were in Mexico City that spoke English. And it gave us, he was really friendly. He gave us some tips on places to visit and stuff like that. But yeah, it's confusing to me, but still want to. Yeah, exactly. It's like I just want to learn, even locally, certain restaurants we go to or people that I know and stuff like that, certain events we go to, just to be able to interact. And I use that time also to kind of get some practice in from native speakers, which is always good. But I've definitely seen my growth over the year. But the hubby, not so much. I told y'all he has two phrases. Well, one word and two phrases. So gracias. He says that to everything. And como está usted? That's it. That's all. No matter what I say to him, he's gonna say gracias. So I'm trying to teach him phrases and words and things like that as I go. And as I'm learning and I say stuff to him. But yes, it's funny. And my daughter speaks a little bit too, because she took it in high school, and she has kept on. And one of her friends also speaks Spanish, so she's still immersed in it on a regular basis, which I told her is like, you should definitely keep learning. And so she's been using, like, I had some flashcards. She took those, and so she's been practicing more. And then when she comes by, we'll try having our broken Spanish conversation, just so we can get some practice. Yes, it's true. They have. You're right. In Puerto Rico, yep. And they all mean right. Yeah, you might say something in pertaining to that one country, and then it might be something you know said another way, or may have another meaning. And that's what I found out. That's why I had to narrow it down, because I didn't realize that at first. I was like, I just I want to learn Spanish because we're looking at moving to a Spanish speaking country, so I can't move to their country expecting them to know English. I have to move there trying to learn, and learning their language, because I'm going to be on their soil. And so that was my motivation for even starting, because whenever we do travel there, I want to be able to interact with the locals. Like we do go to some of the tourist spots, but we stay, in the city, in an Airbnb, interact with the locals, go to the farmers markets, stuff like that. We're not just, hanging around where all the tourists are. But the area that we were considering, it seems like a lot of people have started moving there, which is making the cost of living go up. So there's like 3 places that we're considering, and we just want to go there and spend probably like, at least 3 weeks or so in each area to really narrow it down and decide on where we want to be at. I just completely lost that stone. But yeah, that was my motivation for learning it. Four Corners, what's going on with you? How you doing? That's wonderful that your daughter and you communicate. Yeah, you will do great teaching your husband. It'll help you become more fluent. That's what I try to do, or I'll just say certain phrases, and I'll wait for him to say gracias, and then I'll be like, okay, I just said this, so you should say this, and stuff like that, or just like small stuff. If like he just brought me some coffee or something, I'll say de nada, and he'll say one of his two phrases, of course, and I'm like, well, I just said, you're welcome, or whatever the case may be, or but it's just like, yeah, definitely with my daughter, because she took it in high school, she did good with it. She's still around Spanish speakers, so that definitely helps her as well, and then which in turn helps me also. And she's actually learning right along with me, but her young mind, I'm pretty sure she's picking it up faster than me for sure. But it's fun. You just have to find the right tutor. I found the right tutors for me that makes it fun, that makes me want to learn. um Even the homework assignments that he gives me, you know they're I'm motivated. It motivates me. And sometimes he'll just have me write out certain sentences, and then we'll talk about them in class or whatever the case may be. But he's really good. Like in one session, usually our classes are about an hour. And like in one session, I was able to count. He taught me how to count from 1 to 1,000,000. Another session, like he taught me the days of the weeks, the months, colors, and this was in the very beginning. So now we're getting into more phrases and sentence structures, whereas initially it was vocabulary. We needed to focus on vocabulary and conjugations and things like that. Now I'm getting more comfortable with conjugations. So now it's sentence structure. Like, okay, I need to put this together correctly, because what we might say in English one way, the way they might say it in Spanish might seem almost like it's backwards, but that's the way that is said in Spanish. So that was hard for me too, because I was saying certain things as I would in English, and he's like, like, we're gonna work on your sentence structure. Same. I definitely can't complain. I'm doing good today. When doing rhinestones on a glass tumbler, what kind of glue you use, or can I even put it on? Or can I even put rhinestones on a glass? Yeah, you could definitely put rhinestones on a glass tumbler. Eileen's glue, I forgot which one. Kim, if you're still in the comments, if you're still watching, which is the Eileen's glue that's good for tumblers? I can't think of it right now, but the brand is Eileen. It's Liquid Fusion is also one of Eileen's glues too, but it's one of Eileen's glues that's good for tumblers, and especially like glass and stuff like that. If Kim's not in here, I'll make sure to drop it on the community tab for you. But yeah, you can definitely put rhinestones on a glass tumbler. Okay, thanks, Kim. She's gonna look it up. Yeah, I can't think of the name of it right now, but there is one that I really like too, for glass. I just can't think of the name of it. I would just suggest don't use E6000 for tumblers. You could use that for shoes, for Crocs, things like that, but or better yet, E6000 plus. But I wouldn't use E6000 on tumblers. That stuff is so strong, and the smell, like that stuff is toxic. So If you are using it, make sure that you're like everything's ventilated, like you have a fan on, window open, or whatever. But I think I want to say, Kim, I think it's the glue that comes out white, but it dries clear. I can't think of which one that is. And I think I actually have some now that I think about it. Yeah, I do. But it's in the other room. I could go grab it. But yeah, you can definitely you still want to, even though it's a glass tumbler, you still do want to do a sand on it and then wipe it down with alcohol afterwards. Just because you do want it a little roughed up, even though it is glass, you still want to sand it a little bit. It won't let me put the link from Amazon. Oh, okay. That's weird that it won't let you put the link. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna go grab it. I have it in my other room. Give me 1 sec. All right. I thought I had some. I do. I just don't know where it is because I recently cleaned up my rooms and moved stuff around. But let's see. Fabritech. So this one will be good for patches if you're gluing on patches. This one is the now. I will only suggest this if you've worked with epoxy before, but this is a 2-part epoxy that you can get. Now, I wouldn't use this on glass though. I definitely wouldn't use that one on glass. Eileen's Jewellet. That's it. Eileen's Jewellet. Yep. For glass. I couldn't think. I know I have some somewhere, y'all. I just don't know where it's at. But yeah, Kim is Tumbler blinger too, and she makes some really really nice tumblers. Like she freestyles her tumblers as well, but she does templates also. But yeah, that's the one. I couldn't think of it. Thank you, Kim. I knew it was the Eileen's, but I couldn't think of it. But the majority of Eileen's glues are really good. It's just pretty much each of her glues kind of has a different purpose that you should use them for. So let me post that one up. So there you go, Ida. That's the name of it. But that one is a really good one for glass. Oh, wait, you said you like liquid fusion better on glass? I missed that part. And stainless steel. So yeah, this one's stainless steel. I'm trying to think. I think I used the Eileen's on the last glass tumbler that I did. It was like a mason jar and had no issues. But yeah, I love liquid fusion. I have not had a issue with it. And one thing, if y'all been on my channel for a minute, one thing about me is I like consistency. Once I find a good product, I stick with it. So I definitely recommend liquid fusion. Yeah, I actually got, how many rows have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I got 7 done. I still got plenty more to go, but it's looking good. You're welcome. Glad we could help. Yeah, do not use this two-part epoxy on glass. Only if you are using that, only do it on like a metal tumbler or a stainless steel tumbler. Don't use that on glass. Yeah, that would be all bad if you do. And I don't want you to be mad at me, like Sean said. So yeah, don't use it on glass. Let's see. I didn't see the one you have, the Liquid Fusion. Really? You know what? You're gonna make me go to Amazon right quick. Hold on, y'all. Where's my Amazon? Oh, here we go. FAQU Liquid Fusion. So when I just typed in Liquid Fusion, it came up right away. It's Eileen's Liquid Fusion Clear Adhesive. And let's see. It doesn't say how many ounces this is. So they have a large bottle, but it doesn't say the ounces. They have one bottle for $9 and then another one for $12 and then another one for $7. So the 7 one is going to be probably the 2 ounce. Oh, 2 ounce and the 4 ounce. So they have a 4 ounce for $9.99 in a same day delivery on Amazon. So you should just be able to type in Liquid Fusion Glue and it should pop up right away for you. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Yep, it looks exactly like this. The one I'm looking at right now on Amazon, it looks exactly like this. And it's just Liquid Fusion Clear Adhesive. Eileen's Liquid Fusion Clear Adhesive. But if you just type in Liquid Fusion in the search bar, it should come right up. Like it brought up a bunch of them. And now they even have like kits that I didn't. Oh, this is a diamond painting kit. Y'all, what the heck is B7000? Okay, I'm all on Amazon now. There's a B7000 that's supposed to be like E6000 sister or something. Like, yeah, I would pass on that one. But yeah, you should find it once you just type in Liquid Fusion in the search bar. You're welcome. You are very much welcome. Seems like the wind has calmed down now. Thank goodness. No, stay away from all those 7,000. Oh, okay. I was wondering, the packaging even looks kind of like Skep. Like I was looking at it like, what the heck is B7000? Like that don't even look legit. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Hey, wait, I always mess your name up. Levite Apparel. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. I'm trying to think what I want to eat. I'm getting hungry now. I tested it. I got it for free. It was horrible. Yeah, I think I seen it pop up before, and the packaging, it just looked looks skep to me. So I was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'll pass on that one. But I'm glad I know someone that at least tested it out. You took one for the team. We appreciate you. Because no ma'am, I would have returned it right back. Like, oh wait, did you see the new Viva or Vever, however you say their name, the automatic hat press? I was like, what? And it comes like with 3 different size plates. I was like, oh, now I know I said no more machines, right? But but I might need that one. It's got a separate tip. Oh, the second time was right. Okay, okay. She said no, but okay, but just hear me out. Just hear me out. But it's an automatic hat press. Y'all. You know how you have like the devil and the angel on your shoulder, like one's telling you to do it, the other one's telling you not to not. Yeah, that's how it be. Y'all, I be struggling. Like I don't need it, but I want it, but I still really don't need it. But I'm like, I like that one. I mean, now I'm not complaining about the one I have. The one that I have is good, but I like that you can change out the plates based on the size of the hat, because a trucker hat, might not be the same fit, or you might need a different plate for a dad hat, or a different type of hat. So that's the thing that I like, that it has the different plates that you can change out. And did I mention that it's automatic? Like, come on. Yes, auto hat press. And it looks nice. It looks really nice. And I'm like, ooh, because I have some patches that I need to stitch out that I actually want to put on hats and to sell. And I was just like, ooh. Now, nothing's wrong with the press that I got. True. But it's just automatic. That's why I'm so fascinated. And it looks really, really nice. Hey, Miss C, how you doing today? Just hanging out, working on the Tumbler and chatting with y'all about many different topics. And happy Cinco de Mayo for those that might celebrate. I haven't heard about that. I just bought a hat press. Yeah, I'm like, well, I've had the one that I have, their other hat press, which was from Amazon. I've had that one for, I want to say, a couple years now, and no issues. I can say my press still runs great. I just seen that other one recently, and I was like, well, maybe I could upgrade and then do a giveaway for my old press. I mean, I think it would be a win-win, right, y'all? I get a new press, one of y'all get a new press, everybody's happy. But we'll see. We will see. Oh, of course. You're welcome, Ida. Yes, happy Cinco de Mayo, friend. Cinco de Mayo. So yes, I intentionally got married on Cinco de Mayo. So my anniversary, well, I wouldn't say I intentionally got married on Cinco de Mayo. It was actually accident. And so 5 is my favorite number. And I wanted to get married on 5/5, not thinking about this is Cinco de Mayo. We really didn't notice until the day before because we were booking a hotel a few weeks before prior. Y'all, we're last minute. We're so last minute with everything we do. And so we were booking a hotel a few weeks before, like everything was booked up. So we got married here in Vegas at the Westgate, and then we're gonna stay the night because some of his friends were in town, and then we were heading to Santa Monica the next day for a few days afterwards. And everything was like overpriced. Like, one thing about Vegas, you gonna know if it's a convention or a holiday because them hotel prices gonna go up hundreds of dollars for no reason. And so everything was like booked up or it was like super expensive. And so we're like, what's going on? And Cinco de Mayo, I was like, oh, we're getting married on Cinco de Mayo. Hey, it is what it is. But I just wanted to be married on 5/5. I ain't care about nothing else. I just brought a hat press too and don't like it. Oh, you got the HTV. Okay, is that the one like the one you hold on there, Missy? Because I did see that one, but they're for what I heard, they're heat press. Like, I guess the pressure is, you can't adjust it or it's hard to adjust or something like that. But I seen their hat press and it looks similar to the one that Cricket made, that kind of the one that you hold and press down. Oh, okay, it is. Okay. Yeah, I saw that and when I first seen when Cricket came out with theirs, I was like, I don't know about that one. And then I seen some people using it and still I was like, I don't know. But yeah, I need something like the Viva hat press that I have, it has that little piece at the bottom that you put to hold your hat down so you can kind of make sure your hat is fitted and stretched over the plate so you can get a good even press. But even with that press, I use a piece of foam that I put underneath, and then I place my hat on there. So it's the plate, then I put the foam, and then I put the hat over that to make sure I get a good even press. So that has worked with mines really well. But I still want the auto press one. But I seen that. But the one, and then there's another one, I think it's Stalls, that has a really good one, but it's up there as far as the price. Well, Stalls, their stuff is a little bit pricey, but they have really good presses. But their hat press, I want to say, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not pressing that many hats to justify dropping that much money for a hat press, where my little $100 Viva is doing just fine. Well, like $130 or however much I paid for it. I bought it because my swing away didn't have that level to stretch. Oh, okay. To stretch the cap tightly. Yeah, that's the important thing. You want to be able to make sure that that cap can be stretched and tight. So your design presses out evenly. You want that heat to be distributed evenly. It's Beaver. It's the Bevor. I'm typing it in now with one hand, auto hat press. I'm surprised you haven't seen it all over TikTok. I've seen it all over TikTok for a minute and now it's just like gone. I mean, their store is still on TikTok as well, but it's like I haven't seen so many people doing the reviews of the presses anymore. That's where I saw it first. And then I went to their website. I was like, what? Now I want to say it's only like 140, 150. So it's not that pricey either. And I can say the hat press that I have from them now is really good. Like I haven't had any issues. So they do make some good hat presses. And just the regular presses, heat presses. Yeah, that's where I first saw it too, Kim. And I was like, I think I was scrolling and I stopped when I seen them pressing the button and it was closing. I was like, like, how come I haven't known about this? And come to find out, it had just came out. And I was like, okay. And ran right to their site. And I was like, went to their site. I added it to my cart, and I was like, okay, let me sleep on it. Let me think about it. It's still in my cart. But I was like, yeah, I need to think about it before I buy a whole nother press. And then what I'm gonna do with this press. And then I was like trying to justify it, like, well, I could just do a giveaway and do a giveaway for the other press. That's pretty much how I justify buying new machines now at this point. Like, I'm sure one of my members could use a hat press. You just found out I might be able to see. Oh, yeah, if you can do it. Because, yeah, I want that one too. I think that would be a good press. And it comes with the plates that you can switch out, which is another thing that I like about it. So you can make sure that you get a perfect fit, for your hat, the type of hat that you're pressing too, which is very important. I probably should get my tumbler turner and put on here, or put this on, but I'm just doing it the old school way, how I normally do my tumblers. Yeah, this is looking really good. Yeah, I'll definitely be done with this by tomorrow night. I'll probably work on it while I'm at work because it gets really slow and I work the late shift, and yeah, I'll be sitting at my desk working on designs and all kind of other stuff. So what I don't finish between today and tomorrow morning, then I'll finish tomorrow night. Carol, hey, I brought you up earlier. What was the name of the serger again that you just got? Because we were talking about how we just dread threading our sergers. And I was telling them how you just got that new serger that basically is like self-threading. Ah, you did? Yeah, I told you that press is nice, isn't it? That's why I was like, they came with that one. And for the price point too, is really, really good. Oh, that's what it was, y'all. The Airflow 3000 by Brother. Yeah, when Carol posted that in the group, I was like, what? Yeah. But I told myself I could not get any more machines, but I can make an exception for that hat press. And that would be it. That'll be it, y'all. I promise. That will be the last machine that I buy for a little bit. Yeah, it's under 200. That's what I was saying. So this is where I'm at right now. So that's where I've gotten so far. And y'all, my ice is melting in my coffee. And I'm using SS20. So this is one of my templates. This is SS20 stones, and the template is SS20. All the templates that I make are SS20, unless someone requests like a SS16 or something like that. And all my templates are for 20-ounce skinny tumblers. I do have a pattern for 30-ounce tumblers, but I find that most people prefer the 20-ounce tumblers. I mean, and blinging out a 30-ounce tumbler, that's going to take a minute anyway. And y'all already know I got my rhinestones from Axiland. My peeps, that's where I always get my stones from. And they just dropped the Hot Fix transparent stones, y'all. Hot Fix transparent. My order should be here by Tuesday. I was like, what? I don't even know what I'm going to use them on, but I just seen transparent and I seen Hot Fix and I just hit add to cart. Like it flew into my cart, y'all. Just got Romeo and Love in it, selling a few machines to make room for it. It's so awesome. Yeah. I've heard a lot about the Romeo as well, that those are really good machines too. I think I seen it at, was it at Michael's the last time I went, or Joann's? One of them. I seen it in there and I was like, oh, okay. But I was like, nope. I'm definitely not getting another vinyl cutter. I have 2 Cameo 4s and a Maker and a Cricut Joy. I was like, I'm good. I'm going to ride my Cameo 4 until the wheels fall off. But yeah, that Romeo does look nice, Carol. Melanie, so the templates I have on my I have a lot of them on my Creative Fabrica shop. So you can, if you have a Creative Fabrica account, you could get them from there. But if you want the pre-pressed tumbler where I press the template onto the tumbler and mail the tumbler to you, those are on my website. So I'll put, I'll drop my link tree in there. My Creative Fabrica link is going to be in there, as well as the link to my website. But the tumblers, if you have a Creative Fabrica account, the templates, they're going to be free for you. The pre-pressed tumblers are $20. Oh, you ordered from them because of me? Thank you. Yeah, one thing about me, once I find a good product, I stick with it, or a good vendor or whatever. But I've been going to Axiland since 2020. Actually might be like 2019, that when we were in LA, I was searching. We were downtown in the Garment District like we always are. And I was like, I need rhinestones. And I was searching and that's how I found Axiland. And have not looked back since. I just made a rhinestone. It is a lot of work. It is. So like I'm just working through it as I'm talking with y'all. Normally either I'm, doing it and talking, to my husband, or I'm sitting on the couch and just watching a movie. And normally when I'm doing it, I'll pick the movies that are the longest. Like I'll pick a Marvel movie, like the Avengers or something like that. Cause y'all know the Avengers movies is about 3 hours long. So by the time I'm on my second movie, I'm pretty much done with the Tumbler. The last one I did, I was saying earlier, I was watching The Matrix. Like I started watching the first Matrix, then went to the second. By the time I got to the third, I was done. So I'll just sit on the couch. It just depends. Or sometimes I'm in here and I have music going and I'm just singing to myself or whatever. But yeah, it is a lot of work. Yeah, congrats on that one. I got some metal lights from China. Yeah, Carol posted those metal lights in the group. Those look really good. Really good, Carol. And I had seen some from one vendor on there because I was thinking about purchasing some. That I was just like, I don't need them. Like, I don't need them. So, but yeah, that shine, that shirt that you made that you posted, they look really good. Those metal lights. I have the Cricut Explorer Air 2 and Cameo 4. Yeah, I'm just like, I'ma just rock with what I have as far as my cutters. I use my cutters more so for my rhinestone flock, my rhinestone templates, but I have been doing more vinyl now as well. So, using it for that, especially since I've been getting or using more of the Econotransfer vinyl. And it's just like with them, you get so much vinyl for your money. So it's like, how could you not pass it up? But yeah, I only use my cutters just for, the rhinestone flock and the vinyl. Like, I know I see people doing engraving and all kind of stuff. I'm not there. But it looks good when other people are doing it. I'm like, oh, okay, I see you. But I'm not finna try it. Getting more later this month. Oh, okay, but need to see the transfer. Okay, yeah, I should have them by Tuesday, Carol. I'll make sure to post a picture of them in the group. But yes, soon as, because I have some transparent, but they're glue on. But soon as I was like, I think I got an email about, some Mother's Day stuff. So I clicked on it and then it popped up like right when I clicked on it, it was like transparent hot fix. I hurried up. I hit that button so fast. I was like, add to cart. I was like, what? Transparent? Oh. And then I just started thinking, I was like, ooh, a sublimation design with the transparent stones on top. Yes, yes. And that's one thing I haven't seen the transparent hot fix. I only seen them in the glue on. So that's why I was so quick to add those to the cart and get those because I was like, oh, you can do a lot with those. A lot. I thought the templates, yep. So those are all the templates that, well, the majority of them that I created. I actually made some more over the last week that I need to upload. I did upload, I want to say about 8 new ones over the past week or so. So I did add some new ones on there, but they're the Tumbler templates, not the apparel templates. But then I added the actual where you can actually get a pre-pressed tumblers on my website because I had people asking that, were saying they didn't have a sublimation printer, but they wanted to bling out a tumbler. So I added some back to my website. Okay, yep. So you'll be able to get plenty of them on there. I want to say probably about 30 different templates on there for tumblers in my Creative Fabrica shop. Are you in the room? Yeah, I'm in the room. I'm in a room. I can't have a she shed. Like I wanted to get one and put it in the backyard, but y'all, that would be like a tin can. Like I would just burn up in the summer. So it's like, yeah, I can't do that out here. It'd be like 113. That would be like walking into an oven, and all my stuff would probably melt. Because I had wanted to, set up in the garage, but then I was like, even if we put AC, the husband would have to reroute, something to get AC in there. But I was just like, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. My stuff would probably still melt because it's just like a heat box in our garage in the summer, and to have a shed. I wish I could have a she shed though. Thank you. Yes, it is looking good. I'm loving the shine. I am loving the shine of these stones. Yes, ma'am. I will do that for you right now. Let me grab it. Where's my Creative Fabrica link? Soon as I find it. If I can find it, hold on. Oh, here it is. Wait, is this the right link? I'm just clicking on it to make sure. No, that's not the right link. Hold on one sec. Let me get the link for you. I'm trying to pull it up and my computer is just like dragging. So let me just go to Creative Fabrica and click on my store and bingo bango. Okay, let me post it in a group. I mean in the comments. Okay, there you go. I just put it in the comments, the link for Creative Fabrica. Oh, yes, the one with the new Morpheus. I didn't like that one either. I was actually watching that one last night after we watched Cat Williams, and then I put it on there. And I was like, because I was like, oh, have I even seen this Matrix, the Revolutions one? And I was like, oh yeah, this was with the, yeah, I don't like the choice that they picked for Morpheus on that one. Like I like the rest of the Matrix movies, especially the first one and the second one. But yeah, that fourth one is a no for me. I think I actually fell asleep on it, honestly, because I was just like, nah. But I definitely agree. Rio is his name. Is that the name for your Romeo? Oh, those are the stones I want. Yes, the transparent ones. I was like, I jumped on them. I think when I went back, because I was actually like, dang, I should have brought another bag. But then I think they might have had sold out, but I'm pretty sure they're going to restock really quick. But yeah, they had them in, all sizes. They had the SS, what did they have? SS 20, 16, 10, and 6. So they had all the sizes. But I was like so happy when I seen those. I automatically thought sublimation. Like, oh, the stuff I can make. The shirts I can make with those. Just doing an overlay with the stones would be really nice. I'm getting to the place where if I can't justify it, I won't get it. Yes, these machines are getting out of hand. Or if I buy something, I sell something. Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing as well. I mean, low key, I'm a bit of a hoarder, but I do try to get rid of stuff or sell stuff, or I'll do a giveaway or something like that, like you say, to kind of make room for something else or sell it or whatever the case may be. But yeah, some of these machines, like I was looking at a 16 by 20 press, $1,400. No, thank you. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot for a press, regardless of what it does. If it doesn't put the shirt on the press and then presses it for me, no, it's not worth that amount of money. Like that's, yeah, some of the presses are just like the prices, they are getting outrageous. And I noticed that with like the DTF printers. Now I've never wanted one or desired to have one, but just looking at the prices or whatnot, and I'm like, dang, they've gotten really expensive, like really expensive. But yeah, it's almost like you do kind of have to justify it, or is it something that you're going to make the money that you spent back? And how long is that going to take? So that's something you have to take into consideration too. Like, is it something that you're just using for hobby, or can you justify it as a business expense? Yes, hot fix and the regular ones. I agree. Cameo 5 for your vinyl, and but for rhinestone flock, oh, your Romeo for the flock. Okay. Yes, he said, yeah, her too, but she wants the embroidery machine. Yes. And Missy, we were talking about that earlier. I was telling people like if you should basically start out with a machine, a more inexpensive machine, to make sure it's something that you want to do. And then, upgrade from there. But some people, jump in and they want the biggest sewing field. Now, you should also try and get the biggest sewing field or embroidering field that you can comfortably within your price point. I would definitely suggest, to try and get a 5x7 at least hoop if you can, starting out. That way you're not limited, but not to say that a 4x4 hoop is limiting you, because you can still do left chest designs, you can do patches, you can do stuff like that. You can make keychains, and you could do stuff like that with a 4x4 hoop as well. It really just depends on what you really want to embroider too. But I always suggest get a inexpensive machine, and then once you realize, okay, I'm really liking this, then upgrade, because you can sell that machine. Your embroidery machine is pretty much going to hold his value. Somebody's going to purchase that machine, if you put it on marketplace or whatever the case, somebody's going to want that machine. Ooh, not off the top of my head. Let me pull it up, because I was actually on their website earlier. All right. Where did I see transparent? Oh, here they go. So the Pro bag, the larger bag, is $22. Ooh, they're out. They only have SS6 in right now. They're out of 10, 16, 20, and 30. Dang, those went quick. And those went really quick. So the Pro bag is $22. Wow. Yeah, those sold out pretty fast, but I'm pretty sure they'll have some more in stock pretty quick. But most of their Pro bags, of their Cristax stones, like their in-house stones that they make, those are usually, the Pro bags are going to be $22, but they have smaller bags too if you just want something smaller than that. I have a ton, but other stones. I have a ton, but other stones just jumped into the car. They just jumped in there, Carol. I feel you. That happens to me too. Like I get to check out, like, how did that get there? I say that all the time. Like, I don't even know how that got in my cart. But hey, I got it now. Uh, Renew the transfer. Yeah. I was surprised. I thought, because with the hot fix, normally you have that adhesive glue on the back, so it gives you that like gray backing. But I guess they figured out a way to do the adhesive clear where they're completely clear all the way through. I was like, oh yes. I grabbed those quick, fast, and in a hurry because I knew they were going to go quick. But knowing them, they'll probably be restocked within like a week or so, a couple weeks maybe. I actually might reach out and ask them tomorrow, like, hey, when y'all gonna get some more? Because I got some people that want to know, and so do I. My bad, Missy, my bad. Ooh. See, you are just a bad influence. I just want to say that you're a very bad influence because now I'm going to go look for that $15 coupon to give me more reason, as if I needed any more reason to get that press. Like, I think it's just the auto open feature. But my one thing is like the pressure. Is it giving enough pressure? Because you can adjust the pressure on the one that I have, like you can with like a heat press. And that's the one thing I didn't see, whether or not you can adjust the pressure. Does it auto adjust the pressure for you? So that's what I need to look into. California dry heat like an oven over there. Yeah. And it gets humid in California. It doesn't get humid here in Vegas until monsoon season when it starts to rain. And we have all the dust storms and all that crap. But that's when we get our humidity here, like July, August. But in California, yeah, their humidity, whew, like their 80 degrees is like our 103 because of the humidity that they have there. But the closer you are to the beach, of course, the cooler it gets. So it's not too bad, but in the city, it gets really hot and humid. With all your equipment, you would have to have a shed with heat, air, and security. For real. You ain't never lied. Because I had said that to the hubby the other day. I was like, I should get a shed. And I was like, I'll be waking up the neighbors with all the embroidery machines and everything. That stuff would be so loud. But let me just say, the one neighbor just lets their dog out to bark. That dog don't run around the yard. It don't do nothing. It just come out to bark. So honestly, that would be a little bit of payback for me. Like that dog be waking me up out my sleep. I be yelling out the window, like, take your dog in the house. So me having a she shed honestly would just probably be revenge because I would start running my embroidery machine at like 2 o'clock in the morning just to wake them up to show them how I feel. But yeah, there's too much stuff to have like in the backyard in a shed. And even though, well, my neighbor on this side is cool, and over there, the one that's kind of opposite on the angle from me, they're the ones with the dog. I think I did. My bad. My bad. I got so happy when I saw them and I was like, okay, yeah, I need to jump on these because I knew they were going to go quick. I knew they were going to go quick. I'm going to reach out tomorrow and ask them when they'll have some more in stock and I'll let you guys know. I'll text them and see what they say. Because yeah, I knew those would be popular. Because it's so much you could do with them. And then again, even though they are hot fix, even their hot fix stones, I buy their hot fix stones in the SS20. I also use those on my tumblers as well. You're welcome. I do too, and a laser cutter. Dang, I didn't know you do lasers. Work with lasers, Vanessa. Rotating tumbler press is getting out of hand. I think all of us can agree that we just go overboard as crafters. Whether you just do it for a hobby or business, it's just like, yeah, it gets out of hand, y'all. Right. I was like, shoot, I'm gonna be all up in the living room next. Like, this room is definitely, there's no more room in here. No more room. And my other room is pretty much to that point. And that room I just pretty much use for storage. I have my tumblers over there, my vinyl, but I also have my other embroidery machine, my sewing machine, my serger. And then I keep all my rhinestones, all that stuff over there. And then I do all my shipping over there as well. So all my shipping supplies are over there. But yeah, I feel you, Vanessa. But that laser, I'm sure that takes up plenty of room. I've seen some of those machines. Those things are huge. No Metalite suppliers. I'm gonna have to check. I've seen some overseas, but I'm trying to find some locally. I'm also trying to push Axiland to get them as well. So we shall see. But I'll definitely let you guys know if I do find a local vendor that's not, overpricing just because they are in the States versus overseas. But I will definitely keep my eye out and let you know, Carol. But yeah, the ones you posted in the group, those were really nice. Yeah, it takes the color of what's underneath. That's why I was like, the sublimation designs that could be done. Like, oh, I'm gonna enjoy that. So y'all expect some sublimation videos coming real soon. I might probably just go live and make some stuff and show y'all how they look, how they turn out and stuff like that. So you guys can see them. But Miss C, the SS6 ones you can use for a hat rhinestone designs too, because I like to use the SS6 stones when I'm making hat designs. So that would be a really good idea. Or maybe even, wonder how they would look if I put them over a patch. Y'all, I see, got those creative juices flowing now. Because I ordered some 20, 10, and 6s. So I ordered each. Even though I have just some regular glue-ons in 20, but the hot fix, yeah. And yeah, I honestly didn't even need the 20s now that I think about it. I think I just got them just because. Oh, okay, Big Rome. Big Rome. Yeah, I haven't named my machine here yet. I have not named them yet. I was like, okay, I gotta think about this. That graph tech, but 1800? Yeah, I feel you on that, Carol. No way. They do. Whatever is hot on the market, I think once they realize that the crafting thing, how much money could be made, that's when the prices started to raise. Prior to 2020, you could get an embroidery machine with a large sewing field or a large embroidery field, very inexpensive. Now, yeah, right. You're gonna have to drop at least a stack or two. It's like now they're charging for the size of the embroidery field, just like with the DTF and the heat presses. Yeah, they are going with the trends. You definitely didn't say no lies there. I'm sitting back up. Return window closes. It's going back. Wait, April 16th or May 16th? Because we're in May now. I'm guessing you meant May, but good. Yeah, if you can get that new one, that auto press from the reviews I've seen have been really good. I went big on my hoop area size. Now I'm ready for a multi needle. Okay. Yes. That's why I always say just, don't feel like you need to get the biggest, especially if you're just starting out. Get what you're comfortable with. Get what's in your price point, if you're just learning, and then go from there. But you can always sell an embroidery machine. When I had the PE 800 and I upgraded and got the PE 900, I put the PE 800 on Marketplace and it sold in 2 days. They didn't even negotiate the price with me. Like, they came by, I did a test run for them, showed them about the machine, and they were good to go. And I included some extras. I gave them like stabilizers, some threads, and some other stuff, and they were happy. Yeah, they do. They sell fast. So it's like, even if you get one, with a smaller embroidery field, and then you're like, okay, yeah, I'm liking this. I want to do bigger designs or whatever the case. You just want a bigger hoop, put it on Marketplace. Or just post it on, your social media. Somebody's gonna buy that machine quick. And it's like, I've noticed now I'm seeing more and more. I think I just got into the embroidery side of TikTok since I started posting more embroidery content. And so I'm seeing a lot more embroideries that I hadn't seen before. So people are really getting into embroidery now. Oh, the SE 1900, that's a nice one. Ah, thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Tammy, how are you? We're just hanging out, chatting, just working on the Tumbler, blinging out a Tumbler for order, just talking about a little bit of everything, mainly how us crafters have issues with always buying stuff. No, that's great. And yeah, the pro bags are going to be the larger bags. I was gonna see. No, I put all mine in jars. I was gonna show you what it looks like, but the Chris stacks is there. Those are the ones that I love to use for my rhinestone apparel templates. And then their LA wings are the ones that I like to use for my tumblers. Both of them are good quality. And the LA wings are hot fix stones as well. They're a little bit cheaper. I think you could get like a 50 gross bag for like $15 or something like that. So it's really good. And then their pro bag, their crisp stacks, those bags are usually around $22, $21. But then use my discount, all things Sean 15, and you'll get 15% off your total order. And it is an ongoing coupon, so you can use it over and over again. And I'll throw that up for you too. So now if you're an Axiland member, you get it's like an Axie member membership that you can sign up for. That'll get you 10% off your total order, and it's connected to your email. So when you log in and you purchase, it'll automatically take 10% off. But with my coupon, you actually get 15% off, so you get an additional 5% off. Yeah, trust me, like when I made that one, I was just like, oh my gosh, brushing the stones on there. And then sometimes you have those extra stones that are kind of just sitting there off to the side because you're looking at the stones for so long that they all blend together. So I know exactly what you mean. I have metalites from Rio 500 gross bags. Ooh, when I get all colors, I'm planning to sell some in 100 gross locally, maybe ship some. Okay, yeah. But shipping costs a bit. Yeah, it's going to cost because of the weight of the stones. Cammy, so you got Big Rio or Big Rome and Cammy. Carol, you are hilarious. I love those names. Like DTF would be nice, but too much maintenance. I can't print every day, so rather buy. Yeah, that same too. That's why I tested out Ninja transfers, because I was just like, let me just upload my images and y'all can send me the transfers. Because if someone that I know that has a DTF, I'll just purchase from them or whatever the case. But yeah, that's not something I've gotten into. But I see people are doing it with like their regular printers now, getting the powder and all that stuff. I was like, nope, I'm not. I'll just order. But I'm able to do hats with the same. You can. It is a process. You did I do a video? No, I didn't do a video. I might have to do one showing you how you're going to have to flatten the hat out and pin it inside the hoop. So you're basically going to have to put your stabilizer, hoop that up, and you're going to have to float your hat. But you're going to have to make sure it's centered. So you're going to have to definitely use the rulers that come with the hoop rulers, so you can determine your center point, so then you can line your hat up. Or you can get the hat hoop. This thing right here from Amazon. And this basically goes into this will be the top hoop for your 4x4. And then you can center it down. This does work okay, but I do prefer the floating method better, honestly. So this isn't bad. It's work, because you're putting the brim of the hat here, and then you're trying to line it up, and then you have to get this placed in the right spot in your hoop. So it is a bit of a process. So I would definitely say you can float it. I'll have to do a video showing you how I made some hats with the single needle machine. You can, like I say, you can. It's going to be some work. Now, I would suggest unstructured hats over a structured hat with a single needle machine, because you're basically having to almost flatten that hat out, the hat, and put it on the hoop. So yeah, I would definitely say do an unstructured hat versus a structured, on a single needle will make your life a lot easier. Not saying that you can't do a structured hat, but it's going to be a process. And you want to make sure you have the right needle in there, probably an 80-12 titanium needle, so your needle doesn't break on a structured hat. Don't even mention it. I want an embroidery machine, but no place for it. Okay, Tammy, I think all of us in this chat today is running out of room. Like for real, some of us are having to sell stuff or give away stuff to make more room for new stuff. So we're all here with you, girl. Oh yeah, that's what I thought, Carol. You had the SE 1900. It's a workhorse. I got John Deere Dueler on sale. I just did the I'm doing the free trial for the Doodler. How are you liking it, Carol? Because I'm always on my iPad wherever I go. Like my iPad comes with me. If I'm in here, if I'm in the bedroom, if I'm in the living room, like I always have my iPad. So to be able to draw and turn your designs into embroidery, I was like, oh yes. And basically I can't draw. So to be able to trace, let me rephrase that. To be able to trace a design and turn it into embroidery that you can actually stitch out, that was a good idea that he created. Hey, Anita. But Carol, that is a good idea to complement the Hatch 3. I did see that. Yes, Kim, the 80-12 titanium needle. Because I did structure hat for Charles and it stitched out. My needle didn't break, like I didn't have any issues. But with a structured hat, you also either want to, I like to steam mines. So I'll use my steamer and I'll steam the hat so it gets a little bit soft and then I'll stitch it out. So if you have a steamer, I would suggest doing that. So the hat will get a little bit soft and it's more manageable and easier, to work with, to stitch out. But yes, an 80-12 titanium needle for the structured hats. I mean, with the unstructured, I use the 75 needle, the 7511, and no issues. Great, so far I have to play. Yeah, I did see it wasn't John Deere, it's another guy on his channel, Ken. Ken that's on that does some content. He has a kind of like a step-by-step tutorial where he's showing you everything about the doodler, but it is under John Deere's Embroidery Legacy. I would say just type design doodler and then you'll get a list of videos, but Ken's video is really good on there. I was hoping to get halfway through, but I did pretty good so far. Let's see. I'm trying to count the rows that I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10. But it's looking good, especially once that glue sets. That's how it's looking all the way around. Y'all, that shine is everything. That's why I love me some Crystal AB. But yeah, and I actually did set my first 4 needles have titanium. So the first 4, I set those cones, white, red, black, and blue. White, red, navy blue, and black. And so the first 4 needles are specifically for hats. And so I just have to adjust the needles for that. But I put in the 80-12 titanium needles for those first 4. And then the other ones are kind of, it is what it is. But those, my other ones have 7511 needles. So, and then I do have some, what is it, the 60 5. Let me look. I was gonna put a few. I have some more needles in here. The 65.9. So I haven't put any of those on the machine yet, but I'll probably be putting some of those on there. But yeah, the best thing for hats to get you a steamer. The one that I use, I want to say, got of course from Amazon, and this bad boy, I'll link this afterwards too. It's caught on my cord. Hold on, y'all. There we go. So this is the one that I got here. And so I just use this, and then I just steam the front of the hat like this one here. This is another one I got to do for the hubby, but this is a structured hat. This is a new era hat as well. And so you can see, you can kind of hear how structured it is. And so I'll just hold it and steam it, let it soften up. You don't want to steam it too long, but you want to have it where, you know, it's more flexible than it is now, and then stitch it out. So that's what I found. One of my secrets to do a structured hat where you won't have needle breaks. So the steamer and the needle are going to be your key. Thank you. It's coming along. Yeah, I'll definitely be finished with this by tomorrow. Just eyeballing it. But we'll see how much tequila I have today. I probably won't touch this tumbler tonight after we get home because I don't want to end up making it crooked. So I won't touch it after I get back home tonight. But yeah, I'll get this knocked out by tomorrow night for sure. Oh, we almost been on here for 3 hours. I didn't realize we were on here that long. Y'all been hanging in there with me. We done talked about some of everything today. And then we did get 2 new members. We got Betty as well as Vanessa that joined the memberships today. Thank you, ladies, for joining the channel memberships. I appreciate you. And our Zoom, we're going to be doing the Zoom on, I want to say, is it the 18th? Yeah, May 18th. So I'll make sure to send the link to all the members, and then I'll get that all planned out, as well as the stitch and sip that Karen and Angela had talked about doing. So I'll get that planned as well. And even if you don't sew or have an embroidery machine, you can still join and, you know, do whatever type of craft, or if you just want to hang out and chat, that's cool too. So I'll get all that scheduled for us, guys. Amazon. As you can tell, I'm on Amazon a lot. So I'll make sure I'll put the glue, I'll link the glue, the holders. Oh, wait, did I get the holders from Amazon? No, I think I got these from somewhere else. I'm gonna have to double check on the holders because I think I ordered them from somebody's website directly, but I'll double check on that for you. But the holders, the glue, the steamer, I'll make sure all that is linked for you guys. And I'll put it right at the top of the description box so you guys will have the links. Ah, there you go, Karen. Yeah, I was like, I know it was Karen, and I think Angela. So we're going to do stitch out and chat and just hang out, do whatever type of craft you want to do. I got to go make dinner. Mia. Oh yeah, Carol, I hope you're feeling better. I know we chatted in the group, but I hope you're feeling better. You're welcome, Tammy. Next week will be 3 weeks from full. Ooh, That just gave me chills. I just don't like the dentist at all. I go, but I don't like them. But oh, Carol, I hope once you get through that, I'm sure you'll be feeling better and you'll be glad you got it done. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Sean, for sharing your value. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. You guys gave me a lot of ideas and, shared what you've learned. And hey, I didn't even know like Vanessa that works with lasers. Like, I'm going to have to reach out to you, Vanessa, because I might have to place an order. But you are so welcome. Thank you guys for joining. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here. Well, hubby is about to start cooking, and then after we eat, we're gonna head out and enjoy our anniversary. Yeah, right. Was already loose, but gotta go. Okay, yep, but gotta go. I get it. I feel you on that one. I can't wait to hear you how you. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm actually going to do a video on it because I was recording some of my Spanish lessons from like when I started to where I am now. So I'll probably do kind of like a time progression video showing like when I first started and my teacher would be talking, I'd be like looking at him like like I don't know nothing you just said, to the point now where it's like I can understand, but sometimes I'm like, como se dice? Like, how do you say X, Y, and Z? So yeah, you will see the progression. Thank you guys for the happy anniversaries. I appreciate that. I'll let the hubby know as well. But yes, I would definitely keep you updated on the journey. And I'm also going to do some filming while we're in Mexico too. So you can kind of see Mexico City. I mean, I can't film when I go inside the INM office or their immigration office when I renew my visa. Like you cannot even have your phone out or security will come over to you and tell you to put it away. I witnessed that last time. It wasn't me. It was someone I was sitting by. But I can't film in there, but I'm going to film as I'm going around Mexico. I'll probably even go live while I'm there too. But all right, guys, I'm going to get off of here so we can get our anniversary kicked off and get out and hang out for a little bit. But thank you guys so much for joining me while we're chatting and blinging my Tumbler. And then I'll post the Tumbler once it's all done so you guys can see how it looked. Definitely check out my Creative Fabrica shop. So you can I put free designs or, my designs on there. I try to upload new ones every week, at least a few new ones every week, whether they be Tumbler designs or apparel designs. And make sure to check out Axiland. Use my code to get your 15% off discount. And as well as Econotransfer, all things Sean, and you'll get 10% off with them. So y'all have a good night. I will see y'all next Sunday, but I will see y'all or chat with y'all on the premiere videos that I'll be dropping this week. So I'll see you guys later. Bye guys. Happy Cinco de Mayo.